Ooh, Miami. Oh,
So with
sorry.
the NBA playoffs happening, we got a couple things. Right now, I don't know who's playing right now. Is it Boston and Miami right now?
Yeah, the Heat are up 9 in Boston with 5 minutes left.
Okay, and then we got
So,
the. I'm assuming the off-brand game is happening today too. No, it's
the
not.
which one?
The
What
off.
game?
I call it the off-brand game. The Cavs and the Magic series. Like you probably didn't even know they were
No,
playing.
tonight they have the Pelicans and the Thunder.
So let's start here because I think this is a good place for us to start. Where the Celtics are up by 9. I'm sorry, the Heat are up by 9. Um, I'm not watching this game. Obviously, we're recording this
Didn't
podcast,
didn't we
but
put this? Didn't we pick the Heat to win?
so I had the Celtics were going to
Right?
sweep these guys personally, but you did say that the Heat were going to win this series
That was
because the
before
Heat
Jimmy
have
got
the
hurt.
numbers. That was before Jimmy they got hurt. Um,
Like how
I'm
how are the Celtics? This is what
we got to
Tatum
talk
does,
about the
though.
Celtics
This is
just
what
for a
Tatum
second.
does. This is why,
We got
like,
to talk about the
I can
Celtics
never
here
completely buy into
because and this is why,
Tatum.
yeah, I can't say that Tatum is going to be the face of our league, and people are saying it,
It's
but
hard, man.
this is Tatum. Jalen
But
Brown
I'm
has
not
tw
gonna.
let me
I'm gonna
just read out
say
the
no, no, no,
shots here.
no, no. I haven't looked at this game at all, but I'm gonna assume
Okay,
that Brown has more shots than Tatum. That's just my assumption.
yes, and that is the case. And this
That
is
is
the
that really the
thing
case?
with
This
yes, this is the thing. Like when I watched the Celtics, I watched the Celtics last game of this one of the last games of the season. It was against the Bucks, and they weren't really playing hard. And I just don't think they're a good team. I'm sorry. I think they're a great team. I just don't think they have an alpha guy, which is a problem, especially becoming playoff time. Because even last night against when the T Wolves and the Suns were playing, Anthony Edwards was having a bad first half. Karl Anthony was having a bad first half. They both, I think, they combined for 6 points in the first half.
yeah.
But then the third quarter came and they had, I think they had like 20 points together in the third quarter alone because they took over the game. And Anthony Edwards, I think he had like I think he had like I want to say he had like 8 straight points at one point, and Karl Anthony had like five
Hmm.
straight points. So you know on that team who the alpha and omega is. Like you know it. Like you know, like, hey, these guys are the man. We're falling behind them. With this Celtics team, this is my biggest thing on them. And Tatum's crying about not getting MVP and whatnot. He being a team player and stuff. This is and he's all about the mama mentality. How do you lose to an 8 seed without their best player at all? Like lose any game, and you expect it to take you seriously?
I think you got to add on the eighth seed in the Eastern Conference without its best player. Like
Yeah. Because I
there's
don't think
layers to this.
okay. So the Heat
Because
did
there
win
was like I
46
remember
games. They won 46 games this year.
the Boston Celtics were struggling with the Atlanta Hawks.
Yes,
Um,
last year.
in like two no, I'm talking 2000 like 8. What am I like 2008? It's when they had the big three. The Celtics had the big three, and
Oh,
the
the Joe
Hawks took
Johnson
them to 7.
series.
But yeah,
Yeah,
they had like Mike
Al
Bibby, Joe
Horford,
Johnson, Al Horford, Josh Smith,
Josh
like
Smith, Jeff Teague was on the
Childress.
team.
Like they had like it was a pretty a team that you respected. Miami Heat, like they're being led right now by some guy named Jaquez Jr.
Out of
Okay,
UCLA.
um, Caleb Martin, I think that's that twin is one of them.
Yeah,
Tyler Hero, like this is
yeah.
who you're losing to, like
No one has
and
20 points for this team.
yeah, no respect, no disrespect to those guys, but
What's going
they're
on right
not
now? The game
Tatum, Brown,
has been in pause
Holiday,
for a minute.
like I don't know what's going on, but it's man, it's pretty sad. That's all I know. Um,
So what do you do if you're the Celtics ownership and like what if you do for Brad Stevens and you guys lose this series? Like what do you do? Because at this point we got to talk about
what do
it.
you do?
If you lose this
I think if you
series,
I think if you don't win,
there's
I think if you lose this series for sure, you get rid of everybody. But I think you have to have a serious conversation. I think the Suns are going to lose too, and
I think so too.
I think you call up the Suns and you try to bring Kevin Durant to Boston, and you potentially give up. I don't know whatever Porzingis give this guy up. I think they need a point guard. Give him Drew Holiday. Like try to make that happen. Like because you need KD's not like alpha like that. But when you're surrounded with enough talent, it doesn't matter. And I think
Yeah.
that's the type of stuff they need.
Well,
They're
this is
trying to
my
make a comeback
issue.
here, by the way.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, and that's
man,
what I was gonna
they'll
say. This is all barring not the Celtics coming back in this game. There's 4.5 minutes left. But
Porzingis is being guarded by Caleb Martin right now.
I was gonna
They just got a
say,
turnover. I'm watching the game. They just got a turnover
I was gonna say
because
this.
this Porzingis, who's 7'3", couldn't do anything over a guy who's guarding him at six. What is Caleb Martin? 6'7"?
Maybe 6'8",
Like that.
maybe. We'll give him that.
Like
But
man,
can we talk about this? And this is my problem with the Celtics is that they rely heavily on a three-pointer. And they are, I think, the best three-point shooting team in the league. I'm not saying that they aren't.
like this is
But
embarrassing.
here's the thing. The Heat have made 55% of their threes. They've made 22 out of 40 threes. The Celtics have made 11 out of 29 threes and counting. Now, I can guarantee that the Heat probably won't shoot another three-pointer for the rest of the game
Bam
unless
just
it's
hit
like
a
a
mid-range jump shot. They're up
they're not going to
11.
shoot a three, I don't think, for the rest of the game unless it's like a,
Unless it's wide open.
yeah,
But
wide
they
open
have.
shot.
I bet you it'll be in the corner.
Yeah, or be in the corner.
It'll be a
Like
corner three. That'll be their
the
next three.
Celtics, and also we just seen the Celtics just hit a three right now. But
Oh, you're
to my
streaming.
point,
Okay.
no, I'm not
Streaming
watching the
three.
game. I'm just like looking at the live thing, like looking at it
Oh,
live.
okay.
But let's get back to the conversation between the Celtics and the Heat. Between the Celtics, I agree with you. I think you got to get rid of everybody.
And you got
And
to.
then
I think you
you
fired
got to
their
find.
coach too.
Oh
I think
yeah.
you get a real head
By the way,
coach,
he's.
not this
Do
guy.
you like Joe Mazzulla? By the way, are you a fan of him? I
He's
think
kind
he's
of
looked
weird to
kind of
me.
jerk, but
He looks like a little weirdo to me.
and Celtics
Um,
may come back. And if you are a Celtics fan watching this stream, the stuff that we're saying right now is true. As a Celtics fan, you have to just
no, they
know
probably
that.
agree. The refs just bailed out Tatum,
But
but they probably agree. Like
here's the thing: the Celtics
right
need
now, there's
an
a
alpha
fake
guy.
Kobe Mamba mentality thing going
Yeah,
around the NBA. Like they're like Booker, he's another one. Sorry, man.
a fake mama
Like
mentality going around the league.
they say they have Mamba mentality, but they really have no idea what that means. Like Kobe called Dwight Howard soft, and then yet you have an NBA team who 95% of the NBA, if you polled, I bet you they'd take Dwight Howard's side. Just put a blank sheet and say, this is what this player did, this is what this player did. They would take Dwight Howard's side every time because a lot of the NBA, 95% of them are just soft. So it's really interesting. That's why I say it's a fake mom mentality. It's cool to see someone else do it, but God forbid one of them do it. Like
What do you
no,
think about this Pelican series with the Thunder? What are your thoughts on this? Do you think because the Pelicans, I don't know if you watched the game, but the Pelicans they had the
I did.
lead.
I watched that one in the fourth quarter.
Yeah,
It
because
was
they get the
like it lasts
lead.
like 3 minutes.
Yeah, they came back in the fourth. They got the lead back, and then they lost the game because they
Yeah.
couldn't get a
So
shot off. Pretty
you
much.
have one you have one team that are finding themselves in the Thunder. I think that's what I saw.
Yeah.
Like they're finding like during this regular season, it's different, right? Regular season to postseason, your
Hmm.
lineups change a little bit, and we saw that during the game. In my opinion, I just saw the last like 4.5 minutes, so I'm not sure if this is accurate. You can tell me more, but in the regular season, I think I asked you. I said, why isn't Holmgren playing with Shea? Like they rotated those guys a lot. It was like Shea would be on the floor, they would start together, and then towards like the middle part of the game, one would be on the floor, one would be off the floor type deal. And in the fourth quarter, like I watched, I think the Spurs earlier in the season. Chet didn't come into like halfway through, and the game was like over or something, or Shea. It was one of them, but I think they're finding themselves right now, and I think this is a great team to find themselves in. With the Pelicans, because the Pelicans they know who they are. They are gonna play really hard, and they're gonna lose all the time. So like
Hmm.
that's like they're a great
They need a new coach.
first round team. Like they're gonna play super hard, but they're gonna lose, and then they're gonna say, "Oh, we were so close." Like that's them. They're like almost like a little brother
Well, they're
playing a
gonna
big
use the
brother.
excuse. Well,
They're
like
like the little brother of the NBA.
my thing is this: they benched Brandon Ingram in the closing minutes of the game. In the playing game against the Lakers. Like he benched them, and everybody was like, "Oh yeah, you
That's
see,
right.
he's not scared to bench his best player." Like you should be scared to bench your best player. Like as an NBA coach, you should be scared to bench your best player. Like you should be like, okay, if I don't have my best player, we're not
Well,
winning this
Martin
game.
just hit a three,
It was in the
but
corner.
Joseph,
Was it in
no,
the corner?
it was like this spot where I always shoot from a 2K. Not the
Like the
corner,
wing,
but not the top.
but the
Yeah,
wing.
sure, the wing. Yeah,
But go ahead though. Sorry, what were you saying?
no, but yeah, but Brandon Ingram, his game is really funny. I watched him versus the Lakers in the play-in. I just laughed because Zion was doing all he could to just drive down and try to toss something into the basket, and it was working. Like he had played really well, and then he was looking for someone to help him, but Brandon Ingram decided he wanted to play like this mid-range. I can make a difficult shot type game, and I don't watch enough Pelicans to know if that's what all he does. But he refuses to shoot a three. He likes the mid range, which is fine.
Yeah,
But he prefers a mid range. He doesn't shoot it when he's open. He likes to pump, 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 pump,
you
pump,
try to
pump,
draw a
pump.
foul.
Like he's definitely Joe Budden. Pump, pump, up it up. Like he just pumps it like 20 times, and then he finally shoots it when the guy's like jumping at him. It's really weird. I've never seen a basketball player that like
Yeah,
would
yeah.
prefer to
Austin
shoot
Reeves
with
does that
somebody on him.
sometimes. Austin Reeves does sometimes, and
I think
and
Kobe
it
would do
annoys the
it,
heck
but
out of me.
Kobe
Well,
was
Kobe would
good
do it with
enough
the guy in front of
where
his
he
face.
wanted the challenge. Yeah, but this guy, he doesn't. He's not even
With
good
the guy
enough to make a
behind
wide
you.
open jump shot. So
Yeah.
he's doing it with a hand in his face. It's like I don't know. Um, but yeah, they're definitely just a team that they'll get swept if the Thunder pull out every game. And
Yeah, if there's a
but
if it's a game like
if
last
the
night,
Pelicans get one,
if it's
like
a game like
I
last
have zero
night,
doubt that
they
they'll
need
win.
Zion
I have
Williamson.
zero faith in them.
They
The
need
Pelicans.
they need Zion. They need Zion Williamson
Yeah,
a
but I don't
lot.
even know what they're doing there.
Sorry?
I just don't know what they're doing. Like Miami Heat. I can tell you what Heat culture is. I can tell you, heck, we can tell what the Celtics are gonna do. They're gonna just jack up a whole bunch of threes, like right.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They gonna
The
win.
Thunder. I know what the Thunder are gonna do. The Thunder are gonna play defense, force turnovers, run in transition. Like,
Hmm.
um, I have no clue what the Pelicans are gonna do. I don't think the Pelicans know what they're gonna do. Like that
Well, did
they
you
were
hear
down,
the
Joseph. They were down. They got like three offensive rebounds, and they just threw up like three of the worst 3-point shots I've ever seen in my life. It was
Yeah.
like one from the corner,
It's
one from the wing, one from the other corner or wing, and I'm like, dude, what are you guys doing? You just got like you guys are controlling the
they were
court.
down by one and they shot like three threes. Like it was like a
Yeah,
six
but they
point.
kept getting the rebound, and I'm like, attack the basket. These guys are in scramble.
And they were in
Like
bonus. They were in bonus too.
it just man.
But it's like the
And then the
Lakers
last play of
too.
the game, what is CJ McCollum doing? He's just like,
Dribbles
what?
out
Who do
eight
you think you
seconds and
are?
then throws up a prayer.
Yeah, I was like, these man.
Yeah.
Even if he made that, he surprised himself if he makes it.
The Lakers they said something, or Anthony Davis said something in the press conference, and he was all like, "It's like we don't know what we're. It's like we don't know what we're doing at times during the game." And they asked Darvin Ham about it. Darvin Ham was like, I think we have good control over the game and good organization. But the same thing goes with the Pelicans. It's like you don't know what they're supposed.
Well,
They don't know what
I
they're
could tell
supposed
you
to
the
do. And I
Lakers'
think
problem.
this. Well, look at the
I could
problem.
tell you the Lakers' problem.
I know it is.
What is
Their
it?
coach is scared of LeBron. Like that's the biggest thing. Because when LeBron is
No,
off
see, I don't think it's that personally.
okay, what is it then? What do you think it is? Yeah.
The Lakers' problem is they can't rely on LeBron for 48 minutes. They need 48 minutes LeBron, and they just can't. They can't. He can't provide the same energy in the first quarter that he can in the fourth. Like he just can't. You can see he just wears down. Like there's games that towards the end of the game where you want LeBron. I'm not saying LeBron shoot the ball, but they had to go away from the pick and roll late, and they were letting D'Angelo Russell do stuff because LeBron's too tired. LeBron's
Well,
too tired.
because it was working in
The
the first
Nuggets,
half, but
the Nuggets, what the Nuggets can do, and this is the reason why the Lakers won last year versus the Warriors and went crazy. Like LeBron could hide on defense. Like the scores for the Warriors are guards for the most part, right? With Steph and Poole
Mhm.
last year. Um, Clay's going to jump in occasionally, but LeBron's not guarding those guys. LeBron's not guarding it. With the Nuggets, it's different. LeBron, you got to guard either Aaron Gordon, who's he may not shoot the ball a lot, but that dude's crashing the boards. When he does get the ball, he's physical, banging against you. You're guarding him or you're guarding Michael Porter, dude. Like you're guarding, you're having to.
He's
You're
been guarding,
you're
but the Lakers
guarding
switch
these
a lot
guys.
though. But I get your point.
But the Nuggets,
the
they put them
Nuggets
in. They put them in like you're guarding.
the
Me. Like, he
Nuggets
was
are
guarding
tough
Jamal
to
Murray.
guard.
They switched them onto because they have like
They
five
have
guys who can score.
they have literally the perfect team assembled. Like this is what we're talking
Yeah,
about with Jokic not being a top five center yet, and
everybody
people
on
got
their
mad at
team can
that.
get a bucket.
They
Everyone
have,
on their team can get a bucket.
and it's not
That's what the
because they
Nuggets
have
have.
Jokic. They're
But
Jokic gets the best out of them. I'm not saying he doesn't.
yeah,
Like Jokic gets the
he's
best.
definitely one of the elite players.
Like he exerts like the highest quality of basketball out of each player. And
Mm-hmm.
but to our point, Jamal Murray not getting a lot of credit. He is. I don't know what happens to Jamal Murray during the playoffs, but he just
Well,
becomes
he was
a
playing really
top
bad
three
for three
point
quarters.
guard. Well, the
He was
playoffs
trash until the fourth
and
quarter.
the playoffs. Okay, the playoffs in the fourth quarter, he becomes like prime Kyrie Irving. Like it's honestly ridiculous the shots he was making. Like he was making as a Laker, like that last shot. I knew it was going in. I was not surprised by
But
that
then
last shot going in.
flip it. LeBron James, he
Wide
shot
open
like the
three.
guy fell and he missed the wide open three. But LeBron, like all respect to LeBron, he's an awesome player. I gotta do all this stuff because people in our comment section will be like, Zachary just crap talks everybody, he's a hater and stuff. So I gotta do all this stuff. I'm not hating on him. LeBron's not a guy who stands makes a three. Like that's somebody like Carmelo. Carmelo Anthony, he's better than LeBron at doing that.
I mean, like, yeah. You give Steph Curry that shot.
But I'll tell you this.
It's going in.
LeBron likes to pull up. He's a pull up. He's like he needs that momentum.
Yeah.
Or like that's LeBron James.
I mean, he's made that shot before, but I'm just saying
more
he has a
times
higher
LeBron's
percentage of it
guy.
going in if
Like, just watch
if it's
the
a
game.
pull up.
Like watch
Yeah.
to end. He ended the half or right with a pull up three. Or he did some pull up three. I watched him versus it might have been versus the Pelicans. Maybe I'm thinking of
a game one. I know he had
a
a pull up three. He had a couple,
but it was somewhere
yeah.
he went. It was pretty deep. Like it was like right like.
Oh, that was the Pelicans game. That was the Pelicans game.
But like that's what I'm talking about. That's LeBron. Like he I can show you a whole bunch of times he's done that. Like that's what I'm saying. And it's just that he's never his game is like Melo. That was his game. Melo's gonna do that, be wide open. He'll dribble one time and then shoot himself into a three. Like that was Melo. Like everyone has their own game. Like that's all I'm saying. And for LeBron, he can't because he's LeBron. He can't pass up that shot. But it's just when he shot, I wasn't like if Kobe Bryant gets that shot, I'm thinking it's a knockdown. Like just his style.
I mean he's made that shot before.
Yeah,
what do you think?
I can show you a million times Kobe makes a wide open three, but I can't.
Out of all the teams that are available, I mean that not available, but all the teams that have played so far, the games that have completed the game twos, not the games that are happening today and tomorrow.
Ooh, let me go to yeah.
So like the Nuggets, the Lakers, the Suns,
2-0.
Phoenix, Clippers,
Suns
Mavs,
Clippers, Mavs, 1-1.
Milwaukee, Indiana.
1-1.
What team out of these do you think has the best chance of winning it all? Like and let's not name the Nuggets. I think we both can agree that I think the answer is going to be the same here. But
I think we're getting the finals match. I think we're getting the real finals matchup next week. I guess
next round.
Weeks? Yeah, because we're gonna get the Nuggets and the Timberwolves.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah, I think between those two teams, I think they're gonna win the NBA championship.
I think one of those guys. For me,
I agree.
I just like them.
I agree.
The game's over. Miami Heat just won by 10. But
yeah, I agree. Not surprised there, but I agree. I think between the Nuggets and the T-Wolves, as a Laker fan, and I'm gonna be rocking my Laker jersey tomorrow, hoping we win because I really want to go to a Laker playoff game this time around.
It's gonna be fun.
But
they could throw on Jokic, they could throw Cat, or you can throw Rudy.
Well, I don't know. Well, like I watched their games that they played.
And then Joseph,
every single game they played this year
and then they got
went down to the wire. Every single game they played this year went down to the wire. I don't think there was a. I gotta look it up, but I'm pretty sure I watched three of their games they played this year, and each of those games went down to the wire between the Nuggets and the T-Wolves, and they were all good games. And Cat didn't play, I think one or two of those games.
Yeah.
Um, so I think their teams are evenly matched. I think Chris Finch does a really good job at like calling
Well,
timeouts, like when he needs to, and he does
Joseph,
a
they
really
have
good
five,
job.
like the Nuggets, they have five guys that can score too.
Well, Conley,
Rudy's not a bucket, but
I mean, he
let him
can get
get
you
off his
13
rebound.
points, 14 points, yeah.
Let him get an off his rebound. Like he'll get one of those tip ins, and then also too the alley oops. He's a roller, and with that like he has to do that. Cat can score all over the floor. McDaniel's is nice. Conley, I hate him, but he knows how to play the game. Like he can get you
Yeah.
20 any night. And then of course Ant-Man. Like, and then off their bench, you gotta love Nas Reed. Like they have a really, really nice team. Um,
So
but
Denver
if the
has
Nuggets can,
won.
if
Denver has won two of the match. Denver was 2-1 against, I guess, 2-2. I guess it was 2-2, so they tied the series.
and
And I
then
guess
if you go back
one of the game was a
historically,
blowout.
it's always a tough matchup for them too.
Yeah, I think this is gonna be like I think this series goes to seven. I don't know who's gonna win this series. If this does end up happening, as a Laker fan, I hope this doesn't
Because
happen. But yeah,
I mean, realistically, the Nuggets probably beat the Lakers. Timberwolves will beat the
I think
Suns.
I think teams are
What
gonna
do you got?
sweep the
What about
Suns.
Clippers, Mavs? You have a like. What are your thoughts on that one? Because that's a toss up for me. I think Kawhi coming
Me,
back was
I've
actually a
been
dead
saying the
champ
Mavs. I've
yesterday.
been saying the Mavs are gonna make it to the Western Conference Finals for
Okay,
since probably like March. They've just been playing really
okay.
good, playing a really high level, playing really good defense.
They play
And
defense now.
Yeah, Derek Lively coming back,
Yeah,
I think does a really good job. Luca plays defense now. Like Luca's defense was great game two. Like it was really good. Like I think they shot like I think the players he was guarding shot like I think like 20% from the
yeah.
field. It
I
was
saw
it
that
was it
too.
was something crazy. Shout out
It's
to Tim
like 8 to
McMahon.
26 or something. Yeah.
Yeah, Tim McMahon posted it on his Twitter. But I think overall this Dallas team is really good. And I think much like LeBron was, like Kyrie knows how to play with a ball dominant player. Like he just
Mm-hmm.
does. One thing Luca has gotten better at, and I wish he does a little bit more, is his ability to kind of, you know, keep the offense moving a little bit more than what he does. And he does it at times, but
Can I ask you a question?
he still hasn't gotten to the point where he can like control the
Who's their
speed. Like
third? Who's their third guy?
as they don't have one. I mean, I couldn't tell you between Tim Hardaway, between Derek Lively, between Daniel Gafford. Um, I couldn't tell you because I think it's just because and this is what Charles Barkley and Shaq were saying the other night. They were like, it's just Kyrie and Luca. Like they don't have anybody after them. But realistically, I don't think they need anybody besides those two because
Well,
they're always
when they
consistent
play the
scorers.
I think the Clippers are just broken down. I know Kawhi's coming back, but they're one of them get hurt. Like
I think
you can
I
book
don't
it.
think PG. I don't think Butler's
Um,
coming back to Clippers next year.
so sure, um, but when you get to the next round, I think the Thunder are gonna have guys that can come in and be their third scorer. I
The
think
thing about
after
the Thunder
Shea,
is
go ahead.
no, go ahead. Sorry.
No, I was gonna say after Shea and um Chet, like they have a few guys that can come and be that third scorer any given night.
Yeah, I mean they have Jalen Williams. They have um
It could be Isaiah
the
Joe, like
Isaiah
it could
Joe. Can't
be
think of his name.
like
Yeah.
it could be
They
yeah,
have
it could
really
be they have
their team is stacked.
yeah, it could be Dort one night. Like
Or
it could be a lot of different people. And for me, I think that's why I give them the edge.
you know what team I
Because
like?
you know, like they can
Yeah.
put five scores on the floor too. Like they're another team like that.
The one thing that I am kind of uh, on the fence about with the Thunder, and the reason why I think the Pelicans can still beat them is that they can't rebound the ball. Like they suck at
Mm.
rebounding. Um, so I think that's one of the reasons why I still think the Pelicans will win that series. If Zion comes back, I don't know if he does or not. I mean, at this
Wait.
point,
Hold on. You think the Pelicans will win the series?
No, no, I don't think they are, but I'm saying I think they can win this series. Like tonight, I think they can win tonight. They
They'll
should have
get
won
blown out
last night.
tonight.
They
They'll
should have
get
won the
blown
other
out
night.
tonight. They're gonna get
Okay.
blown out tonight. They're gonna get blown out.
I don't think
I
I think the Pelicans
I
win
don't
tonight.
know. Let's
I do. I do.
yeah, yeah. I
All right.
like
Well, I think that's our playoff talk.
well. Oh, you
Until
don't
we
want to
go
go to the East? We
next.
didn't talk East. Did we talk East?
We took the Celtics for the most part. We're a badge, and people are gonna be mad at us if people just catch us on the Celtics. I was gonna say for the East, we have the Cavs and the Magic. I mean, think the Magic are gonna get swept in that series. I thought
So
the
this is why
Magic
Joseph
were my team.
Eric Spoelstra Eric Spoelstra might get the most love like I've ever seen out of a coach. I wanted to say that, okay? Um the and this is why I said this is why I personally have the Bucks going to the finals. Now, I'm hoping Giannis comes back. If Giannis doesn't come back, get me out of that bet. Like, right? Um, but I think the Heat have a really good chance to knock off the Celtics. And then next round, I don't believe in the Cavs or the Magic. I'm sorry. The Magic are
Me
about to get
either.
swept. Um, so the Cavs, like the Heat can beat the Cavs, and now they're in the Eastern Conference Finals. Like they're gonna play either the Pacers, Bucks, Knicks, or Sixers. Like those teams all are ugly. Like
No,
so,
no. I'm gonna push back because we haven't
push
gotten here
back,
yet. But I'll
push
say it.
back, because those trash
I
teams.
think the Knicks. If the Celtics lose
The
this
Knicks should be
round,
down 2-0.
I think the Knicks
The
win
Knicks should be
the
down
Eastern
2-0
Conference.
at
I think the Knicks
well,
win the Eastern Conference.
well, they're
If the
gonna sweep
Celtics lose
the
this series,
bad
the Celtics are the
teams.
only team that can beat the Knicks.
I'll okay,
They are the Knicks have five Draymond Greens playing on the court every single game, and the refs love it.
Justin.
Like the refs don't like they play physical as heck. That's how they won the game
The
against the Sixers when they're down by five. This team is
sometimes
good. The Knicks are good.
they won that game because the 76ers, they're another team that don't know how to win games. They're trash too. You can put them in the whole like um little
I mean,
brother,
we're just talking
like
about the Eastern
just losing.
Conference, and I just think the Knicks can win
Yeah,
if the
they're
Celtics
trash.
lose.
These guys, I'm just saying, these teams are trash. I'll take the Heat, and I probably got the best odds because they have no Jimmy, and then they're AC. But you can't tell me like, oh, I trust the Knicks more than the Heat. Like you're lying if you say that.
Yeah, I don't know, man. The Eastern Conference is very bad. I don't
It's
think it's been this
bad.
bad in a minute.
It's really
Like
bad. I'm
it's
at the point where whoever wins the West, they're gonna sweep, and I don't even know who it is. I'm supposed to be
I
excited
think we're on the
about
same page there.
who. They better hope. The NBA better hope. And like the ref, I know they got refs fixing the games. They better hope
I
that
just
Damian
can't
Lillard gets
believe the
fouled 50
Celtics
times
really did it again.
because I can't.
I'm sorry.
I've told you that before.
They were
I told you
supposed
that
to
during the
be
play-in,
past.
bro.
I know, but they were supposed to be past this. This is a team that was supposed to be past this. Oh, we can't beat the Heat, for four straight seasons. This was like, do you think the Heat lost that game on purpose? I think we talked about this, the playing game. You think they lost the playing game on purpose, hoping to play the Celtics
No,
in round
because
one?
I don't think they care about any. I'm telling you, Joseph, they didn't care about none of these teams. Like I'm telling you,
Mm.
Pat Riley's looking at. He's like, you're bringing Brunson. Like I'm just saying, like that's the Nick. Like who's Nick? Like I'm respect to Brunson, great player, but I
Yeah.
don't think Pat Riley took down greater players than Brunson. Like
If the Heat win the Eastern Conference,
come on, man.
it's
Like
if the Heat win the Eastern Conference, it's going to be bad for the NBA because 2 years in a row, this team goes into the play-in and they
it
still
tells
win
you
the Eastern
it tells
Conference.
you even more the regular season beats crap.
Exactly, and that's what
Like
my point was.
The NBA
Like,
needs the Celtics. So fix that
yeah,
game. What's his name? Silver?
Scott Foster. Oh, Adams. We're talking about
No,
you're
Adam
talking about the
Silver.
actual commissioner, Adam
Put Scott
Silver.
Foster on the game, and let's make sure that the Celtics win so the NBA can get some credibility.
I just am in disbelief with the Celtics losing today. I think honestly, I was expecting to talk about the Celtics being finally getting over this hump of beating the Sixers, being up 2-0 against the Heat on their way to the Eastern Conference Finals because, like you said, they have an easy road going up against either the Cavs or the Magic next round. And same thing has happened to them. They win game, like us last year, they lost game one, but they're just in this twine where they lose home court advantage. And now your backs are against the rope against the Miami, and you got to win in Miami. And best believe, I know people are hating on Miami fans, but best believe that stadium, arena, whatever you want to call it, will be packed next week. Or sorry, next game in game three. No one's missing this game who has money to get to this game, and it's going to be loud and rowdy in there because nobody likes Boston. No fan base likes Boston. Everybody hates the Celtics, and people love Miami when they're winning, and Miami's winning right now. And this was the game that they needed to win. I don't think Miami loses at home. I just don't. And now I'm switching sides because the Celtics lost my trust, and it's very frustrating because I it's kind of like you're forced to pick the Celtics because they look so dominant in the regular
No,
season.
no.
Huh.
Like what they're built probably like the
Are
Dallas
they the
Mavericks.
Eagles? Are they the
Is Tatum
Eagles
Tatum
of
is
like
like
Andy
dirt.
Reid? Yeah, I get. Yeah, was it the Mavericks who won like 65 games and then they lost in the first round to the
Yeah,
Warriors? That was the Mavericks, right?
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know.
Chet Holmgren pull up three. But
All right,
yeah,
well,
so
I'm gonna watch the
that's
rest
our
of these.
playoff talk and
Yeah,
watch the games. You let me know what happens. I'm gonna watch the fourth quarter last like I'll probably watch the last. Oh
fourth
no, it's
quarter
already
is
2.
Zach.
I'm about to go to sleep.
All
Sorry.
right, well, thanks for
I'll
tuning
check
in,
out the game in the
people.
morning.
Make sure to check into our live draft tomorrow while we're on, as well as like, subscribe, um, and tune in. Appreciate the viewers, but we appreciate the subscribers even more. All right. Thank you so much.